you know about alternative explanations? Have you done a deep dive on the autism spectrum to find out what?
I have done some research on it. I wouldn't say, yes, sir.
Oppositional defiant disorder?
Yes,
I mean, do you know
ODD?
Do you know the genesis of these? I'm saying these would certainly be on my short list of considerations before I would consider that he was demonically possessed. I want to look at one thing here. This is an interaction that you've had with him, and this shadow cast here is you. This shadow is you with a video camera.
You're going to do what I tell you. Why? Because you are a 12-year-old.
At this point, you look in shadow here about 20 feet tall, and he looks about a foot tall. That's how this looks to him. And I can't begin to tell you how counterproductive this is to a child that is experiencing the inability to regulate his emotions. And what I'm saying to you is this is intimidating and violent behavior.
Number one, you have no respect.
I do.
No, you don't. Because if you did, I wouldn't.
Okay. Now, at that point, you're bullying that boy.
Okay.
That is straight up bullying that boy.
Okay.
And
Do you see how this works? Stand up and go to that rock pile right now. Stand up. Stand up.
It looks like bullying because of the shadows, so with him getting down.
it looks like bullying because it is. You take the shadows out of it, it looks like bullying because it is. I'm sorry.
That's fine. But as I was saying, he got down on his level and was talking to him as he is crouched down.
He wasn't talking, he's yelling at him.
What kind of lowlife do you have to be to literally bully an autistic kid? I know it can be tough to be a parent to an autistic kid, they don't know how to, do stuff right, but you don't have to literally drag them out to a dirt park, it looks like a park under fucking construction, or like in the middle of a fucking town to fucking prove a point. All you have to do is just sit down and have a talk. They cannot mentally process what you're doing. Like, dude, what kind of low-life fuckwad do you have to be to literally be so rude to an autistic kid? You're like, oh, he's demonically possessed. Just shut your mouth. We do not live in The Exorcist. Some ghosts, there are some people that believe in ghosts. I, for one, am not one of them. But dude, you literally look like a redneck Ronald McDonald's that fucking drives a semi-truck. Just shut the fuck up. Just please, for the love of God, shut up. And you could fucking see in his eyes, he's like, okay. You're like, when Dr. Phil said, you're bullying this boy at this point. And he's like, okay. And, like, dude. And at the end there, his fucking, I believe, stepmom, the kid's stepmom, I believe, or the fucking redneck Ronald McDonald, his girlfriend is fucking like trying to justify it. You're sitting there, and as you can see in her shadow, she has her fucking arm on her hip, and she's holding a video camera like this is some fucking inconvenience. Call the cops. This is, at this point, is fucking verbal abuse, okay? There's a difference between freedom of speech and verbal abuse, okay? At this point, you're literally up in his face and screaming at him. This is verbal abuse. What kind of fucking low-life piece of scum do you have to be to literally bully a special needs student? And not even a student, a fucking kid, a special needs kid. That's my age, and it's fucking like on the ground, terrified. He cannot properly mentally function how he's supposed to. That's the title of autism. And you're literally in his face, screaming, doing the exact thing he cannot process. So why the fuck do you say you've done a deep dive? And yeah, if you've done a deep dive, you would know that that's terrifying the child to effect that it might have a heart attack. Like, dude, you literally look like a redneck Ronald McDonald's. I literally am on this kid's side because I know why he's terrified. He doesn't want redneck Ronald McDonald taking him away in a semi-truck. Let's be real. Like, dude, you come on this show and you're like, okay, I bully him. And the Latino girl chick is, she's not the stepmom, by the way. She's like a lawyer, I believe. I have no idea, but the first time I watched this, it brought me to tears because how are you gonna do that to a kid that's literally special needs? I have a friend that's in special needs. I'm his friend. I like help him through stuff. I help him with his schoolwork and stuff. It's chill, right? But I don't fucking get on the ground, like kick him in the knees and fucking get on the ground and I'm not like, hey, this is how things work, motherfucker, like in his face. That's just not how the world works. And I cannot wait till this boy grows up and fucking gets the concept of suing people, and he becomes a lawyer and helps other kids out of a situation like this shitty situation with a redneck Ronald McDonald, or he gets a lawyer and sues your ass till you're living in the exact place that you tried to stomp him. Thank you for your interest. Goodbye. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you really like that gameplay for your commentary, I would gladly help. Just say what VR game or game you want for me to play it, and then I'll play it. Drop your email, and I will gladly email it to you. Have a nice day.